Hello, good morning. Today we're just going to be doing some practice on solving quadratics. So you're just solving for your unknown today. I would like you to try it first. I have the answers for the end of the stream, uh, but try to work through as many as you can today. When we're done streaming, we're done with this, we'll pick up on things Tuesday. Um, I'm not going to grade this, but it would be nice if you gave it to me so I can see what you're doing. Just for my purposes and see if I have to still be working on this or if we can move to the discriminant or not for next week. Monday, you do not have math class. It is drop everything and read day. So don't do math, read your book. If you don't have a book, find a book. Read a newspaper, read a magazine, read internet articles off BuzzFeed. I don't care as long as you are reading and not doing your math. That's what I was told to tell you, so I told you. Um, if you have questions about things, you can always email me, and I will probably answer on Monday as well, even if you don't take my advice and start reading. But I would like you to look at problems 24 through 32 on page 551 right now, and I would like you to try to solve them on your own. If you have a question about it, that's why I'm here. You can ask me. Just type it in the chat, but we are just reviewing today. How long do we have to read for? I don't know, just the whole day. Read all day. I was told it's drop everything and read, which means I'm not giving you a math assignment. And that's coming from up on high. It's not my choice. But it gives you a break, gives your parents a break from trying to do all this with you and your siblings, things like that. It's not a bad idea. It's just not math. So you're not going to be doing the math. Uh, with that being said, if you want to ignore drop everything and read and do math anyways, that's fine with me. I'm just not going to assign you anything new. I'm not going to live stream. It's pretty much a day for you to enjoy reading a book. Yesterday was World Book Day. I think something about April is reading awareness or something. I don't know. I don't know how many people are unaware that reading is a thing, but um, something to do with literacy. I highly suggest you take advantage of it. Reading can be fun. Uh, Especially if you get to choose what you want to read and no one else is picking on you to tell you, hey, you got to read this Steinbeck book or something. Um, but yeah, so I'm not going to be streaming on Monday. I'm not going to give you an assignment on Monday. However, if you're missing some work and stuff like that, you should probably get that in. I will update things every weekend, so I'm giving you till Friday to get your stuff in, and then the weekend I'll try to update it. Science projects are taking a little longer this 9 weeks because I have to figure out where everything is. But it's going. So work on problems 24 through 32. I will be hanging out here if you have questions. If you think you got an answer, let me know. I have the answers as well. In fact, I can even put the answers up. I think they're in that layer. So there's all your answers to them. So make sure you're getting the right answer when you try to do them. And you can check your own work that way. Again, it is use any method that you are comfortable with. So methods that you can choose from. This was pretty much what we did all last week and all this week, I think. Methods, you could use square roots to solve. And this is going to go well if you don't have a b term, or if your b equals 0 in this case. So I think like the first one doesn't have a b term. Yeah. So like 2t squared equals 72. I'd use square roots to solve that. You could solve them by graphing, which you probably don't want to do, but you can. You can solve them by factoring, which some of these would be pretty easy to factor. These will work sometimes, or you can solve them by completing the square, which will work all the time, or you can solve them using your quadratic formula, which will work all the time as well. Just watch how you type things in the calculator. If you don't remember the quadratic formula, It is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. That's an a. That will work every time. So pick a method that you like, chug them out. Check them here if you are unsure what you're doing and you need me to do one, refresh you on how to do anything. Please write the number down and I can work through that with you. But it is just kind of drill today. There's 9 problems for you to work through, see what you can do. If you have questions, let me know, and I'll be right here. When is science due? I would like you to try to get it by the 30th. However, I'm already getting emails saying people need that extended. So science is try by the 30th, and we'll readjust from there. I can tell you it's a lot of people need more time, so take more time. We're trying by the 30th though. So just keep that in mind. I might give you another week on that. What is that? Which will be the 7th. This is May 7th. Again, try for the 30th. If you can't make it, go for the 7th and we'll adjust. Oh, okay, it's National Reading Month, according to Nora. I'm flexible on the science due date. Be working on it, ask questions. I've been getting some stuff from some people. It's slowly coming in. But bottom line is the science stuff is pretty much work at your own pace. I'd be happy to get through one more chapter after this for science, if not a couple more, but the way this is working right now, it's probably only going to be one more chapter I'd be happy with. The math, I think, is more important because you're able to take keystones after this, and you need to know the math to graduate. The science, honestly, you'll get again in high school if you go that course. I mean, physics is pretty much a high school subject to begin with. And the stuff I have you doing is kind of high school level anyways, but you can handle it. So be working on the science. Don't be too concerned about the due dates with it though. I can adjust that and do it. Just be working on it. Make sure you get it in. And again, my goal for science is to get through this chapter and one more chapter and then maybe start the next one, but that's looking like time-wise what it's going to be. Just keep that in mind. I plan on unlocking the next chapter on the 30th, on the Monday of this, or whatever that date is. On, what was it, the 4th, I guess? I plan on unlocking the 4th, and that should have the rest of your science till the end of the year, ideally, because again, that would be the last chapter. So then you just have to get it all in by the end of the year. And honestly, the way things are working, if you want to get your science done quickly and get it in and be done with science for the year, I'm probably going to be okay with that. But I know a lot of people are struggling at home, just time management stuff, getting things done, family situations, stuff like that. It's just a strange time, so I'm trying to be flexible with it. 24. You can just remember b is 0. I mean, you can squeeze it in down here maybe. 24, you have 2t squared equals 70. I don't know why you would. I mean, this is just easy to do. Like, hey, divide by 2, and you get t squared equals 36. And then just take the square root of both sides to get 6 and negative 6. I mean, I don't know why you'd use the quadratic formula for it, but you can. And let's, I guess, do that if you want to question it. Just keep in mind your b value is going to be 0. So what you want to do is you want to make this equal to 0 first. So we're going to subtract 72 from both sides. You get 2t squared minus 72 equals 0. Your a term is 2, your b term is 0, and your c term is negative 72. Go ahead and plug in. You get 0, or x equals 0 plus or minus the square root of 0 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 72 all over 2 times 2. Cleaning it up a bit, you get x equals the square root of 0 squared is 0. 0, just watch your sign here because 0 is going to make this the opposite probably. What do we got? We got parenthesis there. I'm just going to type it in. We get 72 on 72 times 2 equals that, and it's technically negative, I guess. And then times 4, which makes it positive. I'm just double checking my signs. We have negative 4 times 2 times negative 2072. I'm skeptical because I was using it wrong. Yeah, see, there you go. So you're going to get, what is that? That's a plus 576. So that 0 goes away anyways. All divided by 4. The square root of 576 is equal to that divided by 4 gives you 6. But then you need the negative version of it all. Well, I guess I should put the plus minus there. And that's going to give you the negative 6. So yeah, you can use the quadratic formula for it. Only, again, I would use the square root thing. Anytime you don't have a b value when b equals 0, you're going to use the square root thing. It's just easier. But yeah, you could do it that way if you wanted. Um, it's up to you, really. I don't know. I was thinking about grading it, but then I was like, I'm gonna give you the answers and see if you can get all the middle steps to it. So I won't be able to see anything that you're actually doing. I mean, you could just sit there and copy this in and say it really doesn't matter to me. I'm not gonna grade it. It's just more practice for you. And honestly, this isn't really easy math. This is probably some of the hardest math you've done ever. Um, so I really hope you're taking the opportunity to figure it out and kind of learn. And I apologize I can't be there in person with you to see every step of the way, but I'm just putting it up there so you get more practice trying to learn it. You get good at this, you'll be golden for anything high school throws at you, honestly. If you can understand this stuff, because geometry is just applying this kind of stuff to shapes. Trigonometry is honestly taking this same kind of concept and just going a little further with it. Calculus is just algebra on steroids, knowing a few different approaches. I guess calc has a little strange way of thinking about things too. But algebra is the tool you need to survive in the world. I mean, you can sit there and say, hey, when are we going to use this? And then I can just like look at the exponential growth curve of coronavirus right now and be like, right now. I mean, the people that are going out protesting are the ones that don't understand algebra, because they wouldn't be protesting about opening things because you're going to get another spike in diagnosis. You're going to spread the virus more because it grows exponentially. And these are exponential functions. Well, quadratics, they have exponents. Alright, if you guys have any further questions, you can email me. You've stared at the answers long enough. It is recorded, so you should be able to view this page a lot. Email if you have questions, but I'm going to get off the live stream if we don't have any further questions. If you have more questions, we can talk about it Tuesday as well, if you want to bring it up then. I want to make sure this is good before we move on to the next topic, which is the discriminant, which really isn't too difficult, but it takes an understanding of this to understand why that works. So I will talk with you then, and I am going to end this. Again, you can review it, or if you want to rewrite these down, pause this real quick so you can see it. But I will end it just to get off and stop using the stream. But if you have questions, send me an email. I can make videos pretty quickly and send them to you. So have a good weekend. Remember, Monday is drop everything and read. So make sure you're reading on Monday. No math, just reading. Tuesday we'll answer more questions and move on to the discriminant. Talk to you then. So long.